As soon as it is approved by Parliament, this draft regulation document will be implemented as such in the national regulations, with the necessary rollout periods as applicable. This draft regulation, while outlining quite a few new principles, is to be considered as an amendment to both Directive 93/42 EEC on medical devices, or MDD, merged with Directive 90/385/EEC on active implantable medical devices, or AIMDD. Both these directives will become obsolete as soon as the regulation will be officially published in its final format. As a result of merging the MDD and AIMDD into one regulatory document, the separate classification of active implantable medical devices becomes obsolete, and they will all automatically be classified as Class 3 devices under the normal medical device risk classification system of Classes 1, 2A, 2B, and 3. In terms of clinical evaluation requirements for these Class 3 devices, the draft document currently considers specific requirements which appear to also apply to all implantable devices. However, the terminology is not used as precisely throughout the document. As you can see from the examples on this slide, the document sometimes also refers to high-risk devices, although it is not defined which ones these are. We can only suppose that they definitely include Class 3 and also implantable devices, following the logic of other paragraphs. As a general rule with regards to these devices, prospective clinical investigations are necessary. However, Annex 13 adds that clinical investigations shall be performed unless it is duly justified to rely on existing clinical data alone. It would be clearer if the document used the same language throughout, as we will see in examples below. I will come back to this Annex 13 requirement in the next slides. Further, in Article 26, the term clinical performance appears while the rest of the document only used performance. Neither term is defined in the document to clarify the meaning. Greater understanding is especially important given the long-standing debate at the Clinical Investigation and Evaluation Committee, the CIE, whether the European regulations should move towards demonstrating effectiveness in addition to performance as per the current standard under the U.S. and Japanese regulatory systems. It is my personal opinion that further clarification of terminology and its uniform use throughout the document will give better instructions to manufacturers or sponsors, and most likely avoid lengthy discussions and reviews with notified bodies and regulatory authorities.